Shrub came about, Harry and I met at our previous jobs, just both super passionate about food. There was so much incredible produce on the doorstep of where we were working, but something was falling down in the middle and it wasn't making it to the people that it needed to. So we kind of came together, dropped everything we were doing, rented a van, made 10 veg boxes, went to some restaurants and they were like, you should go for this. Supermarkets just have so much power about the price that they pay, almost incentivises waste. People will grow extra produce now to drive the price down of British produce so they can even compete with farmers abroad. Incentivising industrial agriculture just isn't the way. It's terrible for carbon emissions. Prices will be driven down, farmers will be driven down on price so much that they just can't compete and they're better off building houses on the land. Proper food now seems really expensive when actually it's just precious from elsewhere. This produce takes a lot of time to grow, so it has to cost a lot of money for it to be viable, and for anything to be sustainable, it needs to be financially sustainable. What's important about what we do is just only working direct with growers, so putting money straight in the pockets of growers that we work with. I think the struggle for everyone is just the logistics in between, so we kind of took all the boring bits off these kind of local networks and sort out the distribution for them.
Yeah, I really like working with Shrub because we're able to collaborate with different farms, allowing us to be able to access different markets that we wouldn't be able to on our own. We don't have time to be going out and speaking to the customer and getting the veg out there. We need the time on the ground. So it's really important that we have reliable streams for our food to go, because we don't want to waste it, because it's amazing produce and it should be eaten.
If produce is grown out of season and its only kind of purpose is to grow fast, big and out of season, then its focus isn't on gaining the nutrients, it's not taking it up from the soil, it's probably not planted in soil. And it's kind of that time in the ground which you just don't get if you're farming on a huge industrial scale or farming out of season. So to really get the full kind of impact of having veggies as part of a good nutritional diet is just really keeping hold of those seasons which are less and less evident with kind of supermarket shelves. I'm also very much not a nutritionist, but those are facts. As part of the Shrub service, kind of as close as you can get to being harvested to order, we go around collecting all the produce from every farm we work with. They harvest in the morning for us, and as soon as that harvest is finished, we're there waiting at the farm, collecting the produce. The idea is just to get that produce back as quickly as possible. In terms of then getting it to herd, we then pack it during that day, and then it comes into London and hits your warehouse at 11 p.m, midnight, the same day. Every bit of produce that we sell has the farm name written next to it. It's the only way you can enable a consumer to make informed decisions about what they eat. So it's giving people the choice on where they're getting their food from is probably the most important thing that we do.